days and 40 nights.
Welcome to part 2 of our Good Friday questions for today and my 37th Lenten challenge. And I'm here to present another question for you, and this one a little bit lighter than the last one. The last one was a bit difficult, but this one's a bit more on the humorous side because it's one that a lot of people, I think, forget. We live in Newfoundland, right? So fish is pretty common, and we likes our fish and chips anyway. So the question is, how come? How come fish and chips on Good Friday? How come fish on Friday in general, really? But for Good Friday, a lot of people enjoy their fish. So how come? Where did that come from? All right, go. Honestly, back in the day, there was a guy, during the time when the church was still pretty, it was in the medieval times, so it halfway along. But it was the idea that before the Anglican Church was made, before even the Lutheran Church was made, the Roman Catholic Church was telling people to eat fish on Friday because you should give up red meat on at least one day of the week as a good personal practice of sacrifice for yourself, kind of like a Lenten practice, only all the time. And a lot of people argued, well, is that really something we need to do? Because some people, on the one hand, said it was a political move that the Pope was trying to push for everybody to start buying fish in the European fish trade, try to stimulate the economy. And on the other hand, some people were saying, well, Jesus's disciples were all fishermen, and they probably would have eaten more fish and bread than they would have just straight up red meat. They wouldn't have had access because they weren't very wealthy either. So the idea of giving up these rich meals once in a while to have fish, yes, it would have been good for the economy at the time. Yes, it would have been reflective of the disciples of Jesus too. So they kind of just together, and here it is. So anyway, is there a religious reason why we have fish on Friday? Not really. Is it kind of nice that we take a break from red meat or any other meat and have fish on Friday just to help, not only for health reasons, but also as a personal sacrifice or a devotion that we can give back? Maybe. And does it reflect that the disciples were fishermen? Sure. So that's basically it. Now, from a different perspective, I'm going to stop the clock, though. That was 2 minutes. Almost 2 minutes, something like that. I am going to say, boys, let's face it. We're Newfoundlanders. We'd eat it like every day of the week, even if it wasn't, Good Friday. So just any excuse, hey? Any excuse to have fish and chips and a bit of dressings and gravy? Come on, no? That's all right. So there you go. That's the best I can do. So is it necessarily religious? No. But is it a nice enough practice to keep? Sure. It's a fine tradition to keep. So stay safe, pray safe, and God bless.